is News Track, coming to you live from our Refill studio. My name is Kerman Gukas. On the news this afternoon, President Bola Tinubu, accompanied by the First Lady Oluremi Tinubu, has left Abuja for a state visit to the United Kingdom, the first by a Nigerian president in 37 years. Their flight took off from the Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport, Abuja, at about 10 a.m. on Tuesday. They were seen off at the airport by a delegation led by President of the Senate, Godswill Akpabio, the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Nyesom Wike, the Chief of Staff to the President, Femi Gbajabiamila, and other government officials. The state visit is the first by a Nigerian leader in 37 years. President Tinubu is also the first Nigerian leader to be hosted by the British monarch at Windsor Castle. Tinubu's visit is to strengthen bilateral relations and explore avenues for collaboration on issues such as immigration, trade, investment, and to view a special exhibition of items from the royal collection related to Nigeria. King Charles and Tinubu would also hold private discussions and meet with organizations engaged in interfaith dialogue, both nationally and internationally. Now, the Federal Road Safety Corps, Plateau State Command, has commenced 2026. It commences from 17th to 22nd March 2026. It says the Muslim faithful to enjoy safe and memorable Eid al-Fitr celebrations. FRSC Plateau has deployed regular and special marshals to cover all routes across the state for traffic control and calming to ensure hitch and crash-free celebrations. Objectives of the operation are to curtail road traffic crashes, provide prompt rescue services and clearance of obstructions to ensure free traffic flow and to ensure the core visibility on the highways. To achieve this, the FRSC says it shall enforce excessive speed, overloading violation, dangerous driving or overtaking, tire violations, lane indiscipline, route violation, road obstructions, use of phone violation, mixed loading of vehicles with goods and passengers, among others. Traders, hawkers, and motor parks in the habit of allowing their businesses to interfere with traffic flow are called upon to find safer places to operate in order to enjoy maximum safety and to allow free traffic flow for other road users while maintaining sanity on the roads. The public is also enjoined to call the FRSC toll-free emergency number 112 to report crashes, obstructions, or other road emergencies. Ambulances, recovery trucks, and other emergency services have been deployed to cover all routes in the state. Sector Commander FRSC Plateau State Corps Commander Adelaja Ogunbemi wishes to advise motorists on utmost safety consciousness during the festivities to ensure meticulous maintenance of their vehicles and shun unacceptable behavioral patterns. He called on all road users to cooperate with FRSC and other law enforcement agencies to ensure hitch-free and memorable Eid al-Fitr celebrations. Plateau State government has commenced distribution of food items as palliatives to 17 local government areas of the state as part of support to Muslim faithful ahead of the Eid al-Fitr Salah celebration. Our correspondent was at the Air Force Base warehouse in Jos, where the distribution was flagged off.
Flagging off the distribution of some food items by the Plateau State government to Muslim faithful across the 17 local government area of the state ahead of the Salah celebration, Special Advisor to the Governor on Intergovernmental Affairs and the Chairman Distribution of Salah Palliatives, Abubakar Kanam, noted that the initiative by the Governor is to ease the burden of households and provide support to Muslims during the celebration.
We're here as it's the usual norm that every Salah, the good governor and the good government of Plateau State celebrate and show mercy and love and benevolence to the people of Plateau State by giving us some Muslim people of Plateau State, Ummah of Plateau State, palliatives to share and to show that we are together as one. We cannot capture them all, but we'll try as much as possible to show unity and togetherness on the plateau. And the good governor has graciously given up to 300 million for this exercise.
The chairman added that the government has instructed that various committees involved in the distribution to ensure the item reach the intended beneficiaries.
The good governor has instructed, and we have asked the entire legislative liaisons, his appointees in various constituencies of the local government, to be the leaders, whether Muslims or Christians, to be the leaders of those distributing those palliatives, and they are accountable.
Liaison officer to the governor, Mangu South, Bala Fwanje, who spoke on behalf of other liaison officers, appreciated the governor for the gesture.
The governor has done well, being an image to His Excellency from various constituencies. All of us, the liaison officers, were here to monitor the distributions of the items.
The food items to be distributed include rice, millet, and spaghettis. In Jos, Rodkan, Nanfa.
The Nigerian presidency has dismissed as fake a viral screenshot purporting to show a tweet from United States President Donald Trump criticizing President Bola Tinubu's handling of security, particularly in relation to ongoing terrorist threats in the Northeast. The special advisor to the president on media and public communication, Sunday Dare, took to X on Tuesday to label the circulating post fake. The brief rebuttal was accompanied by an image of the doctored screenshot for visual refutation. The alleged Trump tweet, which has been circulating on social media, reportedly criticized Tinubu's handling of insecurity. It also referenced Tinubu's state visit to the United Kingdom amid recent deadly incidents in Maiduguri, Borno State. However, independent verification by Punch Online revealed that no such message appears on any verified Trump-affiliated accounts, including the official @RealDonaldTrump handle or White House channels. The debunking comes against the backdrop of intensified militant activity in Borno. On Monday evening, multiple explosions by suicide bombers linked to Boko Haram struck several locations in Maiduguri, including crowded areas near markets and public facilities, shortly after the break-in of the Ramadan fast. Police confirmed that at least 23 people were killed and over 100 injured in the coordinated blast, following an earlier overnight attack on a military position in the Ajilari area of the state. In a statement released on Tuesday, President Tinubu described the attacks as profoundly upsetting and the final desperate and frantic attempts by terrorists facing sustained pressure from Nigerian forces. The advertising group TagRom 811 has donated office tables and chairs to security agencies in Plateau State to improve their operations and working conditions. The gesture is part of the group's commitment to strengthening security efforts and promoting safer communities. Our correspondent was at the Nigeria Union of Teachers Hall, Angudi Zawan, venue of the event.
Speaking during the presentation, Director of TAC, Jos Yusuf Manvang, said the gesture was aimed at appreciating the sacrifices of security personnel who has continued to work tirelessly to maintain peace and order across Plateau State. He noted that security agencies play a critical role in protecting lives and property, stressing that providing basic office facilities can help improve coordination and effectiveness in carrying their duties. According to the Director of TAC, the donation is also part of their social corporate responsibility.
You can see the security agencies that are here today, they are very happy. We feel that we should extend our gesture to them, and TAC felt they should be given table and chairs to add to their office.
Some members of the benefiting security agencies, Wen Jiang and John Joseph, expressed gratitude to the organization for the thoughtful gesture.
Let it be well and properly sensitized for others to know about it in order to key into it.
We will take this program to every nook and crannies through us.
The event ended with a call for sustained partnerships between community groups, private organizations, and security agencies to continue supporting peace and stability in Plateau State. Fidelis Zhang.
To mark World Social Work Day 2026, the Plateau State chapter of the Nigerian Association of Social Workers yesterday staged a peace walk in Jos. Correspondent Simon Swadke has the details as presented in our studio.
Under the theme of the rally, Hope Building Hope and Harmony, a Harambee call to unite a divided society, members of NASO moved to Gadabiu Market through Secretariat Junction to Old Airport Junction. During the rally, members of NASO distributed the association's leaflets and explained services such as counseling, case management, advocacy, support groups, crisis intervention, and mental health referral. Plateau State Chairman, Nigeria Association of Social Workers, Kobdi Bakwa, said social workers help individuals, families, and communities navigate through hardship without breaking. Bakwa urged residents to seek help early and treat welfare as shared responsibility.
So we want to call to the government to check on the issue of these almajiris. We have seen that they are really trooping into Plateau State. That's the social issue that we want them to really work on. Please and please, those that are having mental health challenge, it is our duty, social workers, to bring these data for you people so that you repatriate them back to their destination.
Chairman of the 2026 World Social Work Day Planning Committee, Martins Daliub, said the Peace Work was the flagship of a week-long program that included football match at CIC Dadinkowa, radio show, as well as papers presentation by different experts.
That's all over the world that there is the need to mend fences to live in peace. So this year's theme is that we should mend fences. We should mend fences of relationship. So that is why we want to exemplify it by playing indoor games together, both coming together, male and female, from all walks of life.
The Plateau State chapter's World Social Work Day Peace Work was escorted by officers of the Nigerian Police Force.
The Plateau State government is to relocate the state central abattoir from its current congested location in the heart of Jos to the Special Agro-Processing Zone SAPS in Haipang, close to the Yakubu Ngawang Airport. This strategic move is to address the critical challenges posed by the current facility, which was originally constructed in 1972 over the past 5 decades, when it was situated in the outskirts of this town. Urban expansion has presently engulfed the area, leading to congestion and limiting the facility's capacity for expansion and modernization. According to a statement signed by the Commissioner of Agriculture and Rural Development, this initiative by government for the new abattoir will be a complete transformation, establishing a state-of-the-art facility designed to meet international standards. He further stated that the implementation, which will begin immediately as it is a critical investment in the future of Plateau State, creating a synergistic environment where primary production meets high-value processing and global trade, laying the foundation for a global meat value chain that will create jobs, improve public health, and position Plateau State as a leader in the agricultural export sector. Government is therefore calling all stakeholders, including butchers, traders, and residents, to support this transformative project, to work together in order to build a modern and prosperous plateau. Plateau State Governor Caleb Mutfwang has been commended for creating an enabling environment for education to thrive at the grassroots. Chairman of Jos North Local Government Council, Christopher John, gave the commendation during the 2026 Young Leaders Conference for Government Secondary Schools in Just Not, held at Odelands Event Center, Jos. Correspondent Simon Swatkia has the details as presented in our studio.
The 2026 Young Leaders Conference was staged through a partnership between the Toyin Wiggins Center for Leadership and Mentoring Initiative and the Just Not Local Government Council, with the theme Character Building for Future Leaders. Declaring the conference open, Chairman of Just Not Local Government Council, Christopher John, said the conference was designed to prepare student prefects and club leaders for tomorrow's responsibilities by stressing record, mediation, and service ethics. He urged participants to treat their school duties as foundational practice for public leadership.
Are we preparing those leaders that will take over from us? We realize time has come for us to start mentoring young leaders so that tomorrow it can never be said that just non-local government or Plateau State is bereaved of leaders.
In his paper presentation titled Service-Driven Leadership, Leading by Making a Difference, Christopher John argued that leadership begins with humility and shows itself in dedication to everyday tasks.
You are future leaders. You need to also understand that leadership is all about service. Leadership is not all about self-aggrandizement. Leadership is not all about power to oppress others, power to rule others, power to take decisions that will affect others.
Earlier, team leader of the Toyin Wiggins Center for Leadership and Mentoring Initiative, Toyin Phyllis, said the gathering was not just an event, but a moment to call to rise, to grow, to lead, and to build a better future.
Our world is changing rapidly. Challenges will come, pressure will come, distraction will come, but if your character is strong, your future will be secured.
Other papers presented at the conference included self-discipline and personal responsibility, overcoming challenges and staying focused, as well as integrity, the foundation of trusted leadership.
Now onto the foreign scene. More than 100 people have been killed in a Pakistani military airstrike on a drug treatment center in Afghanistan's capital, forensic laboratory sources told the BBC. Some of the bodies were injured beyond recognition, sources at the Kabul Forensic Medicine Department said. Taliban officials have put casualty figures much higher. The UN called for a swift investigation. The cross-border conflict re-erupted last month, with Pakistan saying Afghanistan was harboring militants who attacked its territory, something Kabul denied. The UN assistance mission in Afghanistan, UNAMA, condemned the airstrike, which it said had been carried out by Pakistani military.